Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Kyle. I'm an SPCE 610 Section 814 in the spring 2025 semester here at Ball State University. And today I'm going to be talking about preference assessments, more specifically multiple stimulus without replacement. So the purpose of a preference assessment is to help us identify items that are potentially motivating to a client, identifying the hierarchy of these items' values to the client, identifying the conditions in which these values can change, and then also identifying if these items can be effective reinforcers for the future. So the first step of conducting a preference assessment is you need to prepare your materials. So here's an example of a data sheet for an MSWO, and then you will also need to collect some potentially reinforcing items that you can use in an array. So now we're going to talk about how to conduct an MSWO. Essentially, the conductor will place potentially reinforcing items in an array in front of the client, and then you're going to instruct the client to choose one. You will collect the data using the data collection sheet, which we'll talk about on the next slide. But essentially, you'll then cover the array. You're going to rearrange the leftover items. You'll remove the previously chosen reinforcer and place it away from the leftover array. And then you're going to again show the client the array, say pick one, and then you're going to collect the data. This cycle is going to continue until there are no items left in the array. Data collection is going to look a little bit like this. You'll always need to include the date, the child's name, and then the teacher's name in this example, but it could also be anyone who's conducting the assessment's name. And then for each child, you need to write down the name of the item that the child chose, and you need to circle the placement of the selected item that where it was in the array in front of the child. So here we're going to watch a video that is an example of an MSWO. Okay, now we're going to talk about interpreting the results of this assessment. So essentially, after completing all 4 trials of the assessment where you're rearranging the array, you're going to add up the trial count numbers for each potentially reinforcing item. In this case, the lower totals are going to be items that were chosen sooner, so that will indicate a higher value and more reinforcing item. Higher totals are going to be the opposite. They're going to indicate items with a lower value or less reinforcing items. So here is an example. We have all of our items listed on the left, and then on the right here, the lower total items, they're going to be the most preferred. And these are my sources. Thank you so much for watching.